Utilize. All right. Thank you everyone for jumping on. My name is Talita Mini, and this is my family. I love starting with my family because it does put it into perspective as to why I'm here today. My three boys are the reason that I'm here today, and my husband. They're the light of my life, but they're also the reasons that I really want to be proactive in our health. My oldest son had a lot of neurodevelopmental issues and also epilepsy. And so we were on a path and a journey to see if we can help our family thrive and be healthier. And so when I was introduced to oxidative stress and root cause issues, I knew that this was something that we wanted to look at for our health. The more research I did, the more I got excited about how it can impact everyone around us as well. Because knowing today's society, no one's getting healthier. Everyone's struggling more and more. And it's because we've been so bombarded with overload of toxins and chemicals throughout our life. And so today we're going to talk about activation versus supplementation. It's actually going to help us learn a bit more about, how do we change the direction of our health? How do we activate our wellness? We look at the evidence for nutrigenomics, and then of course how to get started and look at options and solutions that suit you. So why do we feel so bad? This is something that I'm sure that most people can relate to. As we grow in age, we struggle more with energy, with brain fog, with sleep, but it doesn't have to be age related. It actually can be related to the amount of toxins and chemicals or environmental factors that have been in our life. It can be genetic, it can be so many different reasons. And so my children were struggling with some of these things right from the day one. And so I know that, as we are being exposed to a lot of different chemicals and environmental toxins, our food quality has gone down, Wi-Fi and radiation has gone up. The amount of people sitting in front of their phones and screens and Wi-Fi all day, sleeping in the Wi-Fi. We also know that people are overworked, they're stressed, they're not having good relationships. All these things create unbalance in our body. It creates havoc in our bodies. And so our bodies start to show the impact of that through, not sleeping well, low energy, maybe stress and anxiety, lots of different things. And so there are some root issues that they've actually found that is connected to all the impacts from our environmental and life around us. So we're going to talk about a few of them today. First one is collagen. Now, I'm actually going to mention collagen right up from the start because I believe that most people, as we age, we lose collagen by 1% every year. That's a pretty high amount when it's actually 25 to 35% of the proteins in our body. So all that impact from environment, from stress, from age, it will actually lessen the collagen in our body and the quality of our collagen in our body. And the reason why it's really important is it actually is responsible to keep all our bones, all our vessels together. It keeps the blood vessels together, it keeps the gut lining healthy, it keeps the heart pumping well, it keeps the brain functioning well. And so when our collagen degrades, we start to notice differences in our joints, in the way that we, move, in the way that our eye health is, in the way that our nails and hair looks, and our skin. Muscle recovery is another one, sleep quality, mental function. There's so many things that collagen does. And the more that we look into how to support the collagen in our body, the more important it is for us to actually feel better and look better. So today we're going to talk about a liquid collagen. Now this little collagen here, the reason why we're talking about it is because it can activate the collagen production in the body, it can replenish, and it can maintain that collagen that we have. So by activating collagen, we're not just throwing collagen in there hoping the body can absorb it, we actually can target the cells and the genes that are responsible for producing collagen. And this little ruby red quinoa is the reason why we can do that. It has been found that it can activate and reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and of course, support the production of all the collagen in the body. So once we turn on the collagen, we can actually see an upregulation of SOD. Now, SOG is actually an antioxidant. So an antioxidant is really important for your whole health, not just your collagen. It also supports catalase, which is another antioxidant. And then this type 1 collagen production increases by 42%. That's really exciting. The other thing that this little ruby red quinoa does is it actually downregulates the production of, or the degradation of our collagen. So there's a gene that degrades our collagen, and we don't want to turn that on. We want to turn it off. So the other thing that it does is it replenishes. So we've got 5,000 milligrams of hydrolyzed marine peptides, and this collagen is from fish skin. So we know that this fish skin has actually been found to have 10 types of collagen in it. It's a really important piece to the puzzle, because we can supplement with 10 other types of collagen that our body needs and has, and it's not just one or two like most people on the market. The other thing is the hydrolyzing part. So when it's hydrolyzed, it is actually the best way that our body can absorb it, and then maintaining it. So we can maintain this through this young pumpkin fruit, blueberry powder, acerola berry, vitamin C, and that is really important for maintaining the existing collagen that we have and keeping that good stuff. The reason they're in these little bottles is because we want to preserve it in the most natural way as possible. So we've got no sugar, artificial sweeteners, GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free. And because it's individually processed in these little bottles, it keeps it fresh for longer. There are a lot of studies and research coming out about this, and you can see here that one of the studies that have come out is the density of the collagen in our skin. So they've measured it over an 8-week period, and you can see that all the yellow that comes back into our skin is actually where our collagen has started to become more dense and more plump skin, more moisture back, and then the collagen, the physical collagen, has improved as well. So why liquid and not powder? So a lot of people are using powder right now, and the reason that it's probably not the best one is it's only a 10 to 30% absorption rate. And so we know that when we can hydrolyze the collagen, which means chopping it up into really small pieces and hydrolyzing it with water soluble, we know that the body can absorb it, and we've actually got a 90% absorption rate on that collagen, which means a really, really high bioavailability. It's probably the highest you will find on the market, which is really exciting. It means your body can respond and you can start feeling better very quickly. And of course, the pictures. So we know that with collagen, it shows in our skin and our hair a lot, all the little wrinkles and saggy bits. This is where the exciting part comes in, as you can actually see as the person has used the collagen at the 5-month mark, you can see a massive change, not only in the texture of her skin, but she's actually plumped up, she's moisturized, her skin is more moist, and there's a higher water content, but there's also her eyes, everything else has changed as well. So people from all ages and all walks of life have used this product on all different types of conditions and challenges, and we've seen some really great results with all round. So you can actually see here, wrong way around, you can see that even the legs, the feet, the stomachs, for mums who've had babies, this has been a really great product to support their overall health in returning their body to normal, inflammation, and just overall more a general glow in their skin. So you can imagine what happens on the inside if the outside looks like this, because collagen is really important for your gut system. It reseals the gut. If you've got any leaky gut issues, that's actually where it comes from, is when the collagen breaks down around the stomach lining. Brain, so your brain, if your gut's healthy, your brain's healthy, but also the vessels in your brain will be more supported with better collagen. And then the heart and reproductive organs, there's so many different areas. All right, so we talked about environmental stress and toxins, and so we're going to talk about how that impacts another area of our body, and that's oxidative stress. So oxidative stress is when we have a lot of free radicals that just accumulate because we're exposed to life. With age we accumulate free radicals, and the body naturally will keep in balance and try and eliminate those free radicals so that we don't have an imbalance. But unfortunately, with the amount of toxins and exposure to environmental factors and stress that we have, we actually have an imbalance most of the time. And so we know that we need to control that, because once it's uncontrolled, it can actually be linked to every illness and disease that we have. They have now published on PubMed, which is where doctors go for research, over 200,000 studies on oxidative stress and different conditions. So you can imagine, even without illness and disease, how oxidative stress may impact us, because it's when the cells break down. So you may feel more tired, brain fog, you might have worse sleep. These are all signs that your oxidative stress is definitely out of balance. So how can we combat that? So we've always been told eat high antioxidant foods, and we know that antioxidants are really important for our health, but unfortunately with food or with any direct antioxidant that we take in, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, one antioxidant to one free radical. And so it's not enough, because we've got over 6 trillion free radicals bumping around our cells, breaking down everything. And a punnet of blueberries, to give you an idea, is about 5,000 antioxidants. It's not a lot. And so with our body's own production, we have a little pathway. They discovered this pathway in 1980 somewhere, and they've taken years to try and find a way to turn it on, because once it turns off, it stops the production of antioxidants. But when we can turn it back on again, we can actually look at producing antioxidants in the body, and we will have a much higher ratio of antioxidants that can eliminate those free radicals. And it can basically put a big hose to a fire instead of a Dixie cup of water. So when it turns on the production of catalase, glutathione, and SOD. So my suggestion is you can try and eat healthy foods, but not enough to really combat what's going on. You can see here the difference. So you'd have to eat something like 400 oranges a day, or 500 cups of broccoli, or 120 vitamin C tablets. That's what you will need to have the same impact as when you turn this pathway on in the body. This is where Protandim comes in. So this little product, this little blue bottle with a yellow tablet inside, has got 5 ingredients. And the best part about it is it turns on the production of NRF2 again in your body. So it actually turns on your antioxidants, and you'll see a huge difference. We actually have a lot of research showing and proving that it works. There's a study that was done, and it showed that it reduced 40% of that oxidative stress within 30 days of your body. And we know that with age comes, higher levels of oxidative stress. So it takes longer to reduce it. So it sometimes, if you can imagine how long it's taken your body to get where you are now, it'll take time to reverse those effects. So you can see here turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, ashwagandha, and bacopa. Those are the 5 ingredients, and they're in very small amounts. They're not there to supplement the body. They are just there as a synergistical impact to activate the body. And you can see here with them all 5 together activated, you'll see a rise in NRF2 compared to just supplementing with those ingredients by themselves. We have a lot of research from institutes and different doctors who've now done research on the products, and they've actually published that research on PubMed, which is where doctors go for research. So that's another place to really go look and research Protandim as well. So Protandim NRF1 is another activator. Now, these are all activating products we're talking about today, because we know that we can supplement. Supplementation has been around for a long, long time. But not everyone believes that supplementation is the best method, because a lot of the time it's just really expensive pee. We're just weeing out all that good stuff because the body can't absorb it all, or it's not the right compound combination, or whatever it is. But we know that when we're targeting specific cell functions and cell areas in the pathways in the cells, your body has the ability to function better because it's working in the way it's meant to be. So the science and the research has gone into how do we activate these pathways. So there's a pathway in your body called NRF1. It's your mitochondria. You may have heard of it as, going to school. It's the powerhouse of the cell. It's those little engines in the cell that creates the energy. And it's actually 95% of the energy in your body. So we know that when it dysfunctions, it's actually leading to the cell dysfunction, which will then duplicate in more dysfunctioned cells. It's one of the root causes of cancer is when mitochondrial dysfunction, or epilepsy in our case with my son, or autism, or there's so many issues that people have linked to mitochondrial dysfunction. So the goal for us is not to address the illness, it's actually to address the cell function. And so we want to help the cell work well. And for that to happen, we've actually introduced the NRF1, which is 5 ingredients in very small amounts that activate the pathway that will boost your production of mitochondria and help your body function better. And the third one is NAD. So these three together are a synergistical effect as well, and they all address different areas in the cell. This is like the cell nucleus. It's the computer of the cell. It tells the cell where to do, what to do, and how to do it. And so when the NAD reduces, we actually die. Within 4 seconds of NAD stopping to work and sirtuin activity stopping, we die. So we know that this is a really important anti-aging product because it can actually support that sirtuin activity and boost it so that we know we have healthy cholesterol levels, we have better inflammatory responses, we boost our mental and physical energy, our mood, our focus, autophagy, which is cleaning out the cell waste. So the three together, they communicate and talk to each other. Axio is a brain product. Now we're talking about all the different activation products because everyone has a unique need and everyone has something different that they want to address. And so this Axio is a nootropic. It means that it feeds the brain the good food that it needs to function. So it will help the body turn on neural pathways that may not be functioning well. It will help those pathways be normal so it won't act out. And it will help people focus and have more resilience and just clarity around their day. And the last product we're going to talk about is the AM and PM. Now, for all of these cell functions and pathways to work well, we need good food into the cells. And I know a lot of people are now supplementing with nutrients or with vitamins, but they're not really getting the right combination for their body. They're just figuring it's a good thing. Well, the research has been put into what's the best nutrients that the cell needs to function the best, and of course to support the activation. And so we've actually developed a nutrient system that is AM and PM. So it's actually to do with your sirtuin rhythm. So sometimes some parts of the cells works through the day and some parts of the cells need the right food and support for the night because it has different functions. And so we've developed this product to support the morning and the evening and your body's own rhythm to support its food, nutrient, and of course it will increase a lot of your other functions in the body when your body starts to feel like it's getting the right food and being fed right and getting the right nutrients where it needs. And we've actually found that when it's combined with the NRF2, there's actually really significance even in the activation part. We can see there's a higher sirtuin activity, there's a better catalase expression, which is an antioxidant, and a better glutathione expression, which is also another antioxidant. So it's really exciting to know that when your cells have the right nutrients, it has the right ingredients, it can actually do the job it needs to do. It can actually function the way it's been designed to function. Which is at this point, you may think, okay, well, how does that relate to me? You know, what products would be best for me? This is where we can start the conversation with you personally and help you develop what's the best starting point for your health and also for where where you are in life right now. We have a whole range of products, now all our products are focused on clean, healthy activation. So we want to make sure that not only are we just supporting health, but we're actually activating those dormant pathways. Even our skincare and hair care systems activate the NRF2 pathway and supporting and protecting us against all the free radical damage that we have in life. So you can choose to optimize your health, to achieve more, to look radiant, and of course, to evolve possibilities. So sometimes you're searching for more. And the reason that I'm here today is because I was searching for more. I saw the difference in my family's health. I saw that it was a massive impact on people around us when I started sharing. And I wanted to make sure that I can share and make this a purposeful mission to, have an impact in people's life. I wanted to be more impactful in my own family's life, but also others. And so we decided to start sharing as consultants. And the best part is, because we were sharing, we're actually building a legacy income for our family. And all the while we were changing the direction of people's health. So we partnered with the company, and we've seen a massive shift in our own health, but also our finances. I've been with the company now for 6 years. I've been able to bring my husband back from working in the mines. He was working away 7 days a week. We were just unbalanced as a family. And I saw a massive shift in the way that we were able to live life and dream again. So starting with the history behind it, we've just spoken about these products. They're different, they're unique, and they stand out. They're backed by science, which is really exciting. And the best part is that we really care about people. We care that this is a root cause issues that we can address, and we bring things to market that are the first. No one else has activators on the market right now. And we know that it's going to come. We know that more companies are going to have nootropics, more companies going to have, potential activators. But these activators have been around for over 20 years. And the best part is they actually have studies to prove them. There's a lot of studies out there that are independently done. They've been published on PubMed, where doctors go for research. And the validation is the company itself has got credibility as well. So we trade on NASDAQ, which is really important. You can see that transparency in the company. You can also see that Aaron Brockovich and people who are well known, in many different industries, have partnered with this company to actually support the growth of where we're going. As a company, you can actually look at the income statements because we're on NASDAQ and see where it suits you. For me, this was a goal for me to pay for my own family's product and to start earning an income from home. And so right now I'm homeschooling my boys. I don't have time to go to work every day, but I do have a little bit of time to make some income from home. So for me to be able to earn an income from home around the flexibility of my family has been a blessing in so many ways. You can earn money with customers only. So if you don't want to build teams and look into your leadership, you can just focus on customers and get from 10 to 40% back on every order that has been placed. Then you can also look at the other potential of growth is your leadership skills and growth in your teams. For me, making an impact in families' lives, not only but physically, but financially as well. Right now, there are so many people that don't know how to make ends meet. They are literally chasing their tails just to pay the bills, not even to have a dream of a holiday or, to look forward to retirement. They just need to make ends meet. And so for me to show this ability of having that second stream of income or that third stream, whatever it may be, and helping them achieve their goals is really, really exciting for me. And I want to help each one of those people achieve what they want to achieve. So the company has developed a system, really simple, pick a pack, whatever suits you, come in where you're at, and then set a stack. So this is where you will use the products monthly, see the stories and the results in your own health. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It can be $1 per tandem, but the goal is for you to use the products so that you have a story to share. And we know that these products are proactive. They want to not only, address the issues that we have, but they want to keep us healthy, and they do keep us healthy for longer. And then we have a system that will help you fast track your business. So you can choose to build and share with people as you use the products and change the direction of your family. I want to thank you all for jumping on and listening. I'm going to stop the recording and reach out to the person who shared this with you, because you never know, their story might be something that you can relate to and hear more about.